Hey Vanessa, good morning. How you doing? Good to see you in here. How are you, Vanessa? If you can hear me okay, Vanessa, if you want to say hi. Good to have you in as always.
Thank you. Hi, how you doing?
Good. Happy Tuesday, right? It's Tuesday? I think it's Tuesday.
Yeah, yeah.
How's everything going?
Good, good. People may have problems getting in today because I kept going to the registration page and it kept giving me an error message saying that Zoom wouldn't connect. And
Hmm.
so I went to a different computer and tried to. And so then how I got in was I went to the SIA, I mean you guys' chat assistant, and told them about it and asked would they send me the direct. And so they sent me a direct link. I kept getting a message that says when you register and put your name in, it kept saying Zoom.us refused to connect.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so Zoom's being a little temperamental. That's
Yeah.
odd.
Yes.
Thanks for
So
letting us know.
yes. So
What else is going on the other side of stuff?
oh my goodness. So I met with Darius, which is wonderful. Thank you. So I've been playing around with Sia this morning.
Hmm.
And so I had a question. Um, oh crap, what was my question? I had a question.
How to set it up, or how to the links or the PDFs or the FAQs?
Okay, so I did the FAQs and so that's it. Is there a way for me to train Sia about who I am and what I do so that way it will give me more information based on who I am and what I do versus just some ambiguous
You mean as
information?
far as like putting information in and then Sia kind of takes it and then gives the information in a more concise answer or a different way to phrase the answer?
Yes, yes. So
I
like for
Hmm.
instance, I was putting in let's write do the frequently asked questions about my Sunday Clarity Code and I went and I put the link on the website in there. It still just gave regular questions and then I said, okay, well let's create a video with my about with in first person about Vanessa and about the particular topic. And it just came up with some stuff. So I'm wondering if I train it and if there's a way to train it to let them know who I am, what I do, that it come out with better videos.
I think the in terms of Sia giving answers, like I mean, obviously you have your FAQs, so you kind of really control the answers on those, obviously. Like, what is Vanessa's background or whatever the question is, you really can control that. Like you could put it into ChatGPT, put a basic description, like copy and paste something in there and say, give me a more readable, whatever description you want, that gives you a better version of it. And then you
Mhm.
can take that and copy and paste it and put it into SIA for the answer for the questions that you're doing on the FAQs. For the upload into SIA, if you have a page that has, like you talked about, that link that has all the information, I think it's Command 3. There's something where you can copy the text on the page, and then I would drop that in maybe in the chat and say, give me a more uh, organized, I'm trying to think of the right adjective, like an enticing description of what this is. And then when chat gives you that, copy it and put it into a PDF and into SIA. So when SIA does reference the information, it's a little more, not well written, but a little more enticingly written. Do you know what I mean?
Mhm. Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
I
Yes.
would do something like that because then you're kind of massaging the message a little bit and kind of written in a way that you like, and then you're putting it right into SIA. So when SIA does reference it, it will kind of use that way it's written to kind of answer, you know?
Okay. 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 I see Peter's here. Hey, Peter. And then I have another question. So as I was doing at the bottom, there is the lead magnet where you can put their email address and what have you. So when I send that video out, will they have to put that information in before they can watch the video?
No, so what will happen is when you send it out and it's on the page, they can do anything on the page for SIA. SIA is only engaged when they engage with SIA. So when they land on the landing page, they're going to watch the videos. They could click a button and book a time with you. But when they start engaging with SIA, that's when that would happen. So if you click inside of Dub, I want to get their email, for instance. The
Mm-hmm.
email is there because a lot of the times, when a conversation is happening, like say they were interacting with Sia, clicking an FAQ, asking a question. Sia, you can make it so Sia's like, oh, thanks for the question. Do you mind putting your email in so we can further this conversation? Kind of like when a chat asks for your email or something, because if they end up leaving the conversation and they didn't get anything resolved, or you have a way of reaching back out to them. But typically, when you send people videos anyway, usually you have their email, usually. So it's
Mhm.
something that you can check if you just uncheck it if you don't want to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Peter was asking for C. I work with Peter. Peter and I do some
Oh,
work.
hey,
He's
Peter.
hopped on here,
Hey,
and so he's asking what
meet you.
C is.
Yeah, let me show you. So, hi Peter. So, Sia is this. So, let me Vanessa, how much does Peter know about Dub? Does he kind of have the basic understanding of Dub?
No, I don't know Dub yet. I just signed up for the free trial and I'm about to get started. I'm all excited.
Oh, very cool.
So
Well,
I know nothing.
all right. Hey, let's starting from ground zero. So what I'll do is I'm going to walk through the basics, but when I get to SIA, which I will in a few seconds, like a few minutes, I'll explain what that is on there. But basically, it's an AI on a landing page, and it'll make sense once I kind of show you some stuff right now. So let me share my screen. And by the way, all these recordings, Peter, so you know, they're going to be on our Dub support channel on YouTube. They're typically there by the afternoon, but if not, definitely the next morning. So if people have questions on things or they want to see something again, they just watch that recording, go to the spot they want to see, and then that's how they would actually learn. Um, from a learning perspective about Dub in general, can you see my screen, Peter?
Yes, yeah.
So basically, when you record a Dub video, when you hit record, no matter which way you're recording, whether it's screen, mobile, webcam, like you see here, the first 3 seconds is a video animated GIF preview. So when you send the Dub video to someone, whatever you're doing when you hit record, for the first 3 seconds, it's going to be that repeating thing that you see right here. You can technically, with editing, take a different part of the video and slide it to the front to make this animated GIF. But when you're, trying to be efficient in recording videos, just know when you hit record, this is what's going to happen. It's going to repeat the first 3 seconds. Now, what I did here was I recorded with the basic website recorder inside of the Dub platform, which I'll show you in a second. But the key thing to remember here is this animated GIF giving some kind of context to someone when they see it? So in this case, I recorded from the basic website recorder inside of the platform, got the Dub mobile app on my phone, which has a little digital whiteboard, and the name has always worked really well. Like, hey, Sarah, hey, John, hey, Rick, whoever it is, right? That connects. But if you're sending a video to many people, like it's one to many, what is the one thing or question you would want to say in that statement that the entire group can relate to? Does it say rate change, webinar, one thing you need to know? Like, what is that question or statement that's going to stop someone when they see it and say, I want to know more about that? So that's really what this is about. Now, the last part of it is me moving this into frame, the animated GIF. It is animated, so have some movement to it. Make it interesting, have some context. Because the sales cycle is becoming shorter and shorter, as is the time to learn. So we want to leverage the GIF. So before I even click on it, I kind of have an idea of what's going on a little bit. Now, when you do click on this, when you send someone a video and you click on it, that's when you're going to be taken to a customized landing page that we call a preset in terms. So it's going to have your logo at the top left, an image behind the video player, the video that you have recorded, whether it's for one person or for many, followed by playlist videos. They're going to play right after this video that you've created. Now, the power of the playlist is it not only gives you more information, but it also gives you the ability not to repeat yourself 10,000 times over and over about what you do and everything. So what you can do is you can record one video one time, a minute or less, and make it basically your pitch video. And it will play right after any video that you've created, which means in this first video, you can focus on the person or the group that you're reaching out to and really make it about them. Then below here, you have your buttons, your call to action buttons, your CTAs. What would you like someone to do after they've consumed the content up here? Do you want them to book a time in your calendar? Probably, one of the most popular buttons in sales. Do you want them to visit your website, download a document, a contract, a listing agreement, email you back, fill out a form? So there's a number of choices you can have down here. I wouldn't have too many buttons because you don't want paralysis by analysis, but I would have a couple down here and put them in order of importance from left to right. Now, if you're looking to get video testimonials, if you don't have any from your clients, see how it says Dub testimonials in the playlist right here? If you're looking to get those, this is a nice strategy to do it. And it has to do with this button right here that says reply with video. So if I needed to get a testimonial from someone, I would send someone a video with that button below it, and I would say, "Hey, Vanessa, this is Rob. Listen, thanks so much for using Dub. We appreciate your business. It would mean the world to us to get a video testimonial from you. It's not complicated. You don't have to download anything. Just click the reply with video button right below this video and let me know, what are your thoughts on the platform? What did you enjoy? Whatever questions you normally ask them in the video. They send it back to you, and then you put it right here in your playlist. And this has been the combination that's worked very well over the years for folks. One-to-one video, one-to-many, followed by a video you record one time about what you do, followed by video testimonials. Now, Vanessa brought up SIA, and that is our Sales Interactive Assistant. And it's right over here to the right. It's our AI assistant right here. And the reason we added this was because, when you send someone a video, even though they might be ready to take the next step, maybe they have some questions, or maybe they don't want to book a time or take that next step because they want some answers first. So over here to the right, you can have up to 20 FAQs. You can ask the AI a question. And when it happens, SIA is going to give an answer back. And when the answer is given back, SIA typically pushes for whatever your next outcome is. So it will give the answer and say, typically, are you ready to book a time with Rob? Or whatever that is. So you really can control what's going to be said over here. Now, we have inside Dub an area where you can create these things. But the whole idea is update SEO with website links that you can put in there, a PDF you can load up with information. So SIA has a good idea about what you do in your services or products, so it can answer it intelligently, and then also push for whatever you want the outcome to be for the person. So Dub is really about getting someone to see something that's interesting and has context in the form of an animated GIF. They click on it, and then they're brought to a customized landing page called a preset, which is right here. And all of this is tracked. Did they click on the email? Did they click on the animated GIF? Did they click on any buttons below here? Did they watch the video? And if they did, what's the watch rate? What's the percentage? All of that enables you to follow up in a really smart way. Now, this style right here, there are other styles that you can record in. Here's another one. Recorded from the same webcam, but I just dropped a virtual background behind me. So again, context. Sarah knows this video is about her, but it could be a property in real estate, could be an article within your industry, it could be a document that you have behind you, could be a company website that you're on. Again, anything to give context. You also can do a style of video that looks like this. This was recorded with the Dub Chrome extension, which is a screen recorder, which means I can put this on top of any website I want. It's totally browser based. And in this case, it's an article about a market update in real estate. And what I did was I changed my webcam shape to a square, so it matches the little square that you see for the title there. I put my size just a little bit smaller than the title, and I put myself right next to the title and I'm pointing at it. So again, it's about the animated GIF. Someone knows this is market update, I'm pointing right at it. It's a nice little presentation. We also have a screen recorder called the desktop app, which is not browser based like the Chrome. The desktop app is like a drone that flies over anything, and it can pretty much crop around anything you want to crop around. You can do different orientations, 9 by 16, 16 by 9. It records in clips. It has its own little editor. It's a pretty amazing piece of technology. If the Chrome extension didn't exist, which is really nice for quick opens on browsers and recording, you could live your life with the desktop app. And then the last part is the Dub mobile app. And this is a function inside the Dub mobile app called Picture in Picture, which uses both phones on the camera. And a lot of real estate folks like it because you can do a property walkthrough and be on the screen. But any industry can use it where you want to show what's physically in front of you and you want to talk your way through it as well. So those are the different styles of recording. Now, if we want to record something that looks like this that you see right here, or you want to record something that looks like this, you would go inside the Dub website, go dub.com, and when you're inside here, what you're going to do is you're going to go to the very top of the dashboard, and there's a red camera icon that sits right here. So when you select this, that's when it's going to open up your camera. So if we want to do the virtual background that you just saw behind me, all we have to do is go below, select virtual background, scroll down, go to your photos, and then basically you're going to upload any screenshots that you have. And once they're in here, it creates a little library. So again, we know people's profiles work well, properties in real estate, articles, or company websites that you want to share within your industry. Anything that again gives some context. Then you select the one you want, and it's right there. And when you're recording these, just make sure you have good front light. Don't let your arms go out into the soup. Keep kind of use your shoulders as a guardrail right in here, and that usually works pretty good. Now, if you want to do the phone, where I was holding it up and you can see the person's name or anything that you want to write on there, that is with the Dub mobile app. So you would go and get the mobile app, and then when you have it, this is the Dub mobile app. This is the button right at the top, this little square button right here. And when you select this, that's when it opens up a place to type. So all I did before was just type the person's name. But again, it could be the question or statement if it's for a group. What is interesting for them to see when you're recording this? I know it's really simple, but it's worked really well over the years when you think about what this thing says. Now, across all the recording types you're going to see, we have a teleprompter option. Up here is how you'd access the teleprompter here. So right in here in the top, click into this white area up here. You can go right to scripting and create a script if you want to. You can scroll through scripts that you already have saved in the Dub platform, or you can search for a script, just like this. And there it is. Here's the speed of the teleprompter right here. You can adjust it up or down. Here's the play button. See if you like the speed. You can back the text off, or you can zoom it in. Teleprompters are pretty awesome once you get used to using them. If you want to be efficient and you really want to say things the right way, this is a nice way to do it. So if I was going to record something and I'm going to hold up the phone here like this is what this would look like. I'm going to hit record, get a 3, 2, 1 countdown, and it would be like this. Hey, Rob, this is Rob from Dub. We are the sales operating system. We use video, automation, and contact management to create connections, conversations, and conversions. And I can hit the pause button right down here at the bottom, stop the recording, click it again. There are a number of aspects to Dub. There is the recording of videos, the customization and professionally packaging of those videos. And then I can pause it again, whatever I want to do. And then if I want to delete the video, red X, it will always ask you, are you sure? And if you want to save this video inside the Dub platform, save it into Dub, it's the blue check mark right here. So click this and it saves it inside of Dub. Any video that gets saved inside of Dub to the Dub platform is going to be taking you to the video edit page inside of Dub right here. And we're going to come back to this in a second. But what I just showed you was how to record something that looked like this or looked like this. Now, if you want to record something that looks like this, the market update that we saw, the browser-based screen recorder, Chrome extension, how do we record something that looks like this? Well, you would come right over here. And again, this could be, it doesn't have to be real estate. It could be any website where you want to walk someone through something. And it can be how you reach out on LinkedIn, which is what I'm going to show you right now. So when you click the little button up here at the top, this is the Dub Chrome extension. When you get the Chrome extension, all you have to do is put in a Google Dub Chrome extension. It'll walk you through the 3 steps to pin this. But once it's here, you click on it, open it up, and then it's going to put you physically on the page, like you can see me right here. Now, like I was mentioning before, you can change shapes to different sizes and shapes, but you want to have the feel of the page. Ruben's in a circle here. I want to be in a circle. I can adjust my size by grabbing the edge like this. I obviously don't want to be too big because I'm covering a lot of information. So I kind of want to bring myself probably to a mid-size right in here. And then I'm going to physically put myself right next to Ruben. I could even knock on his bubble for the animated GIF, do something like this. That's kind of fun. Inside the bubble here, you can zoom yourself in, back yourself off. You can move yourself around inside here if you want a different frame. Over here to the right, you can turn your webcam off if you want to. You can do an audio walkthrough of a page if you wanted to, but that's really good only if you really know the person. If you're trying to make a first impression, this is the best way. You typically can use your headshot if you want to, but again, being live is pretty awesome. You also can put a virtual background behind you, right in here like we were just doing before. You also have access to a teleprompter. Just right here. Open it up. There it is. You can click in here to find your script like we did before. There's our script. We can control the speed right down here at the bottom, going up and down. Hit the play button, see if you like it. back your text off, zoom it in. This one's a little different where you can physically grab the sides and do this, and you can also physically move this wherever you want to. So in my case, I'm going to go up towards the camera at the top. Now, if I wanted to use the teleprompter, there's some nuance here with this. Because the Chrome extension is browser based, if I went full screen on my browser, it's going to hide the teleprompter tab and I won't physically be able to get to it. So you want to leave a little bit of space. So if I was to hit record, I can tap this thing to bring it forward and actually use it. Now, there are three ratios to record on here: screen, tab, and camera. If I click on camera, opens up like a webcam. If I click on screen, that means I'm going to get my entire computer screen if I hit record, which is totally fine. If you want to organize your tabs up here at the top, make it look nice and neat, that's totally good. And you want to bounce around to different tabs. But the thing is with full screen on Chrome, you can't use the teleprompter because it's going to show in the recording. If you're going to want to use a teleprompter and record your entire screen, I would use the desktop app, which we're going to show after this. But when you use the Chrome extension, like if I was reaching out to Ruben here on LinkedIn, or I was sharing any website where I want to walk someone through something, I think tab is the best option because it's not going to show any of the tabs at the top. And when you hit record and hit your teleprompter, it won't show in the recording. Now, you have a little control bar right down here that sits at the bottom. Now, I'm going to be using that when I hit record. I have an annotation tool that sits right over here to the left to point things out. So this is what this would look like. I have my tab. I'm going to hit record. I'm going to grab my tab here. There it is. You can see it right to the right. And I'm going to click share. I'm going to get my 3, 2, 1 countdown, and it will be like this. Hey, Ruben, this is Rob. I saw your profile over here on LinkedIn, and I thought I would reach out because I wanted to talk to you about some stuff that I feel super important. So again, I did my wave, I did my little knock. That's my repeating 3-second GIF. And then I jumped to full screen. You can jump to full screen in two ways. One is at the bottom on the control bar. See where it says expand webcam on or off? Click that there, it jumps you to full screen. If you want to go back, click it down here again. You can also hover with your mouse over the here, double click, double click. But either way, when you jump to full screen, it's just an awesome way to break the visuals, make your point, and then go back to the page. So it's a nice switch up when you record this. You also can physically move around, scroll. You can be very organic, free flowing, whatever your style is. If you're a little more regimented, where you want to say you're opening and say hello, but then stop and pause the recording, hit the pause button right down here at the bottom, right here. Stop the recording. Pause button can be your best friend. Get yourself set up on your next point. Click resume, and here you go. And you can also, again, use the annotation tool right over here. Point some things out. You can put some text on screen to hammer home a point. You can put things in order of importance. You can underline, you can circle, and all of these annotations that you're using will stay sticky. So if you continue down the page, they're not going to follow you down. They're going to stay where they're supposed to stay, right up there at the top. So if you're looking to pull up a website, be on top of it, narrate through it, point things out, Chrome extension is a nice, quick way to do it. So I'm going to hit the check mark down here at the bottom, and this is going to save this video again into the Dub platform. So like before, it's going to take us to a video edit page that we saw earlier. This is what it looks like again right here. And we're going to pop back over there once we're done showing the different ways to record. Now, the next way to record is going to be with the Dub desktop app. And the Dub desktop app is going to be right here. Let me pull it out of, hold on, let me jump out of here. Let me pull it up in our applications, and then I'll show you where it's at. Okay, here we go. All right, let me share my screen. Okay, so Dub desktop app menu right here. There's a little D symbol up here at the top. When you download it, put in a Google Dub desktop app, download it for Mac or PC. Little D symbol stays up here. Click View Quick Menu, and that's what pops up right here. I'm going to click Record Screen, and I'm going to show you the differences and the similarities between the Chrome extension that you just saw and the desktop app that I'm going to show you right now. So I'm going to click Record Screen. First similarity that you're going to notice is the webcam. It does all the same stuff I just showed you in Chrome. Size, background, virtual background, everything we just looked at. Just the things are in a little different spot. Also, it has an annotation tool that we just looked at right here. It also has a teleprompter, which similarity-wise, you can move it around like the Chrome, but difference is it's not going to show in the recording when you record your full screen. Also, when you pull up a screen with the desktop, a script with the desktop app, it has voice recognition called Auto Track as the first option, which is different than the other recorders that you've seen so far with the teleprompter. Remember, they're all speed between 1 and 10, auto scrolls. This is Auto Track. So if you use this and you hit record and you start reading the script, it's going to go at your pace and it's voice recognition. Now, if you don't want to use this, just click the button and it turns into auto scroll, just like the other ones that you just saw, which is a speed you can go up or down. Now, as far as some other differences with this, right down here at the bottom, there is a slash right here, a red slash that is through this square, which means if I was going to hit record right now, I would get my entire desktop screen. If I get rid of this red slash, now I have a drop down and I have some options in terms of the borders of what I'm recording. So right now I'm on 16 by 9, which is great for YouTube. You got a YouTube channel, perfect orientation. If you want to do a 9 by 16 vertical social video, there you go, right from your desktop. And you can put this on top of anything that you want. Crunch your browser, put it on top of a document, image, whatever it is, and you're in the proper format right from here to do it. You also have an option here called custom. Custom means you can crop around anything that you want to crop around. Whether it's a website, a document, contract, whatever it is, you can get very specific in terms of what you want to show. Now, the last difference here is this. I'm going to hit record. I'm hitting the button, my 3, 2, 1 countdown. Now I'm recording. Here we go. I can pause and resume this recording just like before. But here's the major difference. The check mark right here. So normally with Dub, when you click the check mark, it means you're saving it into the platform, but not right here with the desktop app. When you select the check mark here, what's happening is you've just recorded a clip. So the desktop app is a clip recorder. So what we're going to do is we're going to record a series of clips and merge them together into one video at the end. The Chrome extension that you saw earlier was not a clip recorder. It was one video you pause and resume. This is clip recording, and it gives you the ability to drag and drop videos from your computer and make them part of the story here. Now, any video that you save into Dub, like we did earlier, has an MP4 version inside of the platform that you can download. So it gives you the ability to add anything you want in here. Now, what I just recorded was a screen recording that you can see right here. That's the first clip. But to continue recording, I've got to choose down here at the bottom the next 3 ways I can record. There are 3 creative choices down here at the bottom. The one all the way to the left is record screen video. That's what I just did. So if I want to do another clip of our screen recording video, hit that button down the bottom. It's going to bring you right back to where you were, hit record. And now I am just recording a second clip in the same style that the first one was. Hit the check mark. There's my second clip. And I can physically move these clips around in any order that I want to, which is pretty awesome. You don't have to record chronologically. You also can tap the 3-dot menu and download or delete each individual clip. Now, the second icon at the bottom is your webcam. So if I select this one here, it's going to open up my webcam. And now I have a different style clip that I'm doing because maybe I want to talk a little bit about something specifically. Maybe I want to say thanks for watching this video. Maybe I want to open with this. It's totally up to me. And now I have a different looking visual clip than the other ones. The last option down here is called Dub Narrator, which means this gives me the ability to play a pre-recorded video inside of the bubble. So if I pre-recorded something myself or it was by someone else, I can take that pre-recorded video and put it on top of anything that I want. So I don't need to multitask. I could record something beforehand, talk about a topic, say it's a real estate market update, use the teleprompter, say everything I want to say, and then I can take that video, put it on top of a website, and all I have to do is just hit record and scroll around. So it's a nice way to kind of break it up. We use it all the time. So Dub Narrator would look like this. Click the icon down here at the bottom. It takes you inside your video library. Go in here, find the video you want. I'm going to pick this one. Now I have the pre-recorded version of myself. And again, I can move myself around. I can zoom myself in. And now the pre-recorded version of me is going to do the talking. Welcome into this video on how to use Dub descriptions. From the Dub dashboard, and I can pause and resume, hit the check mark, and there is your narrator video clip. Now at the end, if we want to combine all of these together to make that one video, all we have to do is click the edit button all the way to the bottom right. That's going to merge our clips together. And once they're merged into this one video, right here inside the app, I can hit the play button. Recording, here we go. I have a full editor inside here, right inside the desktop app. So I can drag my timeline anywhere I want to drag it to cut it out. So let's just say I want to cut something out. I can either hit the play button or drag it. Let's just say this is my first cut point. Click the scissor icon right over here. It's going to split the clip into two pieces. Now I'm going to drag it again for my second cut point. Let's just say it's right here. Click the scissors again. And now you got three pieces. Now all I have to do is just click the piece I want to get rid of, hit the trash can, and it's gone. And if I want to bring everything back, click the undo button. Undo, 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 and I'm right back to where I was. If you want to remove any silences in your videos, it's called Smart Cut. It's this button right here. You can select this, and any of the pink areas are the silences in the video. And if you want to get rid of them for a tighter cut, you have the ability to do that. Then over here to the right, you can download the MP4 to your computer if you want to, and then you can upload it directly into the Dub platform, and it will go to the video edit page, just like the other videos we've uploaded. Now, the last part of this is going to be the Dub mobile app. This is the last way we record. And the mobile app is really great because the cameras on the phones are fantastic, but it's also a different style of recording. You can do 9:16, you can do 16:9, and there are other really cool story building things you can do here. Like we just saw with the desktop app, it's a clip recorder. So is the mobile app. So when you have the Dub mobile app, this is what this would look like. Here's the mobile app here. If you want to record a video, you're going to select the blue camera icon at the bottom, and it's going to open up your camera. Now, some things you're going to notice. When you open it up, 1 minute it says down here. You're defaulted for 1 minute. So if I hit record, it's going to cut me off in a minute. I can put it to specific times down here. What I usually do is I slide mine over to 10 because you can't go beyond 10 minutes on the mobile app. So I slide it to there. Now to record, you're going to hit the circle at the bottom or hold and release. So I'm going to tap the circle, and now you can see I'm recording. You can see the timer down here, and you can see the timer at the top. I'm going to tap it again, and there is the clip that I have just recorded, just like the desktop app you just saw. And this clip has been automatically downloaded to my phone, so I have it in my photo video area in case I need it again. I'm going to hit record one more time, just so I have a couple clips in here. Each clip has to be at least 2 seconds. There's my second clip. And I can physically move these around. So if I take my finger, tap one, hold it, and slide it, I can change the order. I also can tap a clip individually. If I tap one, I can delete, trim, or edit. Now, if I select the edit button, I can add royalty-free music. We have a whole library. I can do text on the screen. I can speed up the action. I can do a voiceover, all from within each clip. Then over here to the right, this icon at the top, if I click that there, it's going to record what's in front of me. If I select this icon, this is a countdown timer. Do I want 3 or 10? I always select 3 because 3, 2, 1 matches everywhere else in Dub, and it's kind of the perfect amount of time to get ready to smile and get yourself prepped. This right here is your teleprompter, probably one of the best ones we have. If you select it here, it opens up. Just like before, we're going to click into here at the top to find our script. Let's just say it's this one right here. Here we go. And you have your auto scroll option, just like you saw with the other teleprompters, between 1 and 10. Adjust it up or down, hit the play button, see if you like the speed. You can actually do some live editing right here with the pencil icon. So if you do read it and you're like, you know what, I don't like the sound of that, I want to change it, you can change it right here. If your eyes are not staying at the top near the camera where they're supposed to be, so they're dropping down here, you can grab the guardrails here and you can slide it up or down. So you can slide it up so your eyes have nowhere to look. They're supposed to stay at the top if it's an issue. Now there's a gear icon right over here to the left. If I select this gear icon, I have a choice of doing auto track, just like the desktop app. It's voice recognition. Now we have this on iPhone. It should be on Android, hopefully any day now. So when you select auto track and you hit record, when I start reading the script, it's going to go at my pace when I read it. Think the company Gatekeeper is tough? Try getting past their AI spam filter. So as you can see, it kind of goes at my pace, which is what you want. So if you want to use that, gear icon and select auto track. To close the teleprompter, you're going to tap the X to the top right and it closes it. Now, let's just say you recorded a video outside of the Dub app. It was on your phone, you recorded something, you want to make it part of this story. Select the folder icon here. It's going to take you to your photo video area. Select the video that you want, click Add Clips, and it will drop it right down into here. If you want to record your screen, it's this button right here. If you want to use filters, it's this button right here to the right. And you can choose black and white, you can choose different color gradations, whatever you'd like to do. It's more kind of along the fun lines, if anything. And then the picture in picture button right here is what you saw in the beginning, where you can record what's in front of you and put yourself on the screen. So it's this one. So if you select this one here, it's going to hit record. I'm going to hit record now, and you can see I'm recording what's in front of me, and I'm on the screen. You can zoom in, back up, you can zoom in here. Really pretty cool in terms of the functionality. And then the last one down here is going to be your virtual background. So a lot like we saw in the beginning of the training where we had someone's profile behind, LinkedIn, article, company website, all the same stuff applies here. Just pull it up on your phone, screenshot it, and then go here. And then you would go to your photo video area and then just pull up the photo you want, put it behind you, and you got it, just like this. Now at the end, when you're done and you're ready to merge all these clips together like we did with the desktop app, hit the blue button at the top. It's going to merge all the clips together into one. You'll have on your phone the finished copy downloaded to your phone, and then you just click the upload button, and that's going to upload it into the Dub platform. So those are the different ways to record. Now, once we have a video recorded into Dub, remember it took us to the video edit page inside the platform. And when we look at the video edit page inside of the Dub platform, what do we have here? Well, on here, you're going to notice there's a video that we recorded. See this little drop down right here where it says Rob's preset and it has other presets in here. Remember, presets are you send someone a video, they click on it, and then they're on this landing page right here, which we call a preset, customized landing page. The reason there is a drop down here is because you want to segment your audience in terms of these landing pages. So if I was in real estate, I would want to have a landing page for buyers and sellers if I represented both of them. If I was in mortgages, I'd want one for FHA, VA loans. If I was in insurance, different kinds of insurance. If I was in recruitment, candidates, employers. So there's with every audience, you can segment it out and have landing pages that speak directly to them. And when you're on a paid plan with Dub, we help you set these things up. Now, the reason there's a check mark next to this one is because this is my default preset. So anytime I record a video, automatically this landing page is attached to it. But I could change it to a different landing page right here just by selecting another one if I want to do that. On this page, you also have Kyra, which is our AI sales video coach. So what it will do is it'll give you feedback on repetition, filler words, persuasiveness, and if you click generate, it'll give you visual feedback and content feedback from a non-biased source. We also have activity on these videos. Like I mentioned before, everything is tracked. The reason it says no activity is because we haven't sent this anywhere. But if we do, you do have the ability to really drill down on the information that you want to get. Is anyone clicking on the buttons? Are they opening the emails? Are they watching the videos? And if they are, what's the watch rate? What's the percentage? You also have an editing tab right inside the platform. So when you have a video, just like the desktop app, you can hit the play button. Hey, Ruben, this is Rob. You can drag your timeline like we talked about before. Let's say I want to cut this part out. Scissors, drag it again, scissors. And now the part that's highlighted in orange, that's the one you want to get rid of. Hit the delete clip, gone. Again, if you want to bring it back, undo, 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 and you're right back to the beginning. Now, if you ever cut something up down here that was really bad, you're like, oh my God, I don't want to hit undo 10,000 times. Don't hit the save button. Go to the top, download the MP4. Every Dub video has an MP4. Download it to your computer, click replace video, and hit save, and you're totally fine. So you recorded a video, you got it on a customized landing page. Now you just want to send it out. To send it out, here's how you would send. So what you would do is you'd open up a compose like this. We're going to jump in here. I have a little template saved where it kind of has the best practices here. So you'll notice at the top, it says video in the subject line right here. First thing. The reason that's important is because you very rarely see it. So it's nice to let someone know right away there's a video inside this email. And then have a little bit of text in terms of why they should watch the video. And if you want to drop the video in here, there's two ways to do it. One is going to be with our shortcut right down here at the bottom. And that shortcut is because we have the Dub Chrome extension right up here at the top that we used earlier. When that's logged in and pinned, this button will show up at the bottom in Gmail. And if you're using Outlook 365, it'll be off to the right in add-ins. But when you select this button, it opens up the Chrome that we used earlier, and you can see me scrolling through my video library at the bottom right. So you find the video you want. Okay, it's right here. I'm going to select advanced options. I'm going to put the email of the person I'm sending it to get that advanced tracking. I even can add a little personalization text at the top if I want to. And then click insert video, and it pops it in just like that. Now, there's another way to add a video in here that's not the shortcut. So if I come over here to this video, I can click the big blue share and send button. You'll always see this button whenever you select a video inside of the Dub platform. Click it here. Again, put the email in for tracking if we want. And then,
Hey,
click
Ricky,
here.
this is Rob. I saw your
Hold on a
profile over
second.
here on LinkedIn, and I thought I would reach.
So funny when I always hear my voice. And then click copy for email right here. And then it is a copy and paste, just like that. And you can see the little banner at the top. Now, the video that we recorded earlier for Ruben on LinkedIn, how do we send that to him? Well, first you want to connect with Ruben. You don't want to send him a dub video if you're not connected because it will only show up as a link. You won't get that nice animated GIF. So connect first, then click message. And then you're going to notice the little dub button right down here at the bottom. That is the integration we have with LinkedIn because of the Chrome extension, which we just used. So I would select this here, find the video that I want over to the right. Here, let me reopen this. Here we go. Here's the video there. Click insert video. There it is. And you can change this text to something personal. Click send. And now Ruben's going to get a nice animated GIF video preview and he sees you on their profile, which is pretty awesome. Now, if you do have a CRM that you really like a HubSpot, a Salesforce, a GoHighLevel, a Follow Up Boss, whatever it is, we have a lot of integrations with different CRMs and third-party senders. So if you do like your CRM, just keep it. Just add videos. If you do want to use Dub as a CRM, you can. You can upload your contacts with a CSV file, do tasks, deals, and tags. You can do campaigns within Dub, bulk sending. You also can do automation within here as well. This is something that Darius teaches where we have these automated workflows that are set up where you can send these out. You can add tags. So if someone does something, like if they clicked on a button, they watched a video, they'd be taken down a different path. This is part of our Pro Plus plan, our highest package that we have. And again, that's something that our co-founder Darius has been teaching over the years. Now, the last part of this is an AI assistant we have right here in the dashboard called Ira. It's our AI writer. We have a little profile feature here, which is pretty neat because you'll notice how it says basic and sales. The reason we have this here is because remember, when you send someone a dub video and they click on it, they're brought to a customized landing page like we talked about. And we want these landing pages to speak to different parts of our audience. Well, it's the same thing with this. If I was in real estate, I'd want to set up a buyer profile and a seller profile. So once this is set up and you click in here, you just start answering questions that Ira has about the audience and about the outreach. You can do a preferred tone of communication. You even can apply a writing structure called the have method. It opens with a hook, addresses their needs, provides value, extends a call to action. Because we talk about opening with a hook all the time. So all you have to do is say, okay, what part of my audience am I focusing on right now? Select the one you want with the profile, pick a prompt. We're all used to doing the prompt stuff. Choose a length, hit submit. And now Ira is going to take everything I just learned into account to that part of my audience. And then when it gives us some copy, we can have it read back in an AI voice if we want to have it read back to us. We can copy it to a clipboard, send it somewhere else. We can import it directly to scripts right inside of Dub. We do this all the time and then load it into a teleprompter and deliver the video. You can import it to a voice video right down here at the bottom. So if you had a day where you're like, you know what, I don't feel like being on camera, I don't want to use my voice, you can upload a photo over here to the right, choose an AI voice down here at the bottom. And then when you send this video out, the animated GIF would be the image that's there in a little waveform that would kind of push across the screen on repeat. It kind of looks like a futuristic voicemail. The last part here is your avatar videos. So if you didn't want to be on camera, wanted a different face, we have a whole library of avatars here that you can choose from. You can create your own if you want to by clicking create, giving a description, choosing an AI voice. It does take a little bit of time to create the asset, but when it does, you get a notification that it's ready, and then you can put these in emails, campaigns. You can also use them for screen videos. So, like before, remember how I did the property walkthrough, the pre-recorded version of me, dubbed narrator? You can do that with the avatars. So I can go to narrator video inside the desktop app, like we did earlier, brings me to my video library. And in this case, I did a script for Ava the avatar. So all I have to do is just find the Ava video within my library here. And once I find it, I'm going to add Ava the avatar to my page where I don't have to do the walkthrough. The AI can actually do the walkthrough. So I select her. There she is right there. Change her shape, put her right in the middle here. All the same rules apply that we talked about before. And then I'm going to hit record. And now Ava's going to walk someone through something.
Hi there. I saw you were checking out some properties in the area.
So it kind of looks like that. So you have that ability to do that right from within the desktop app and with the avatar videos. The last thing of note here is inside of Dub, over here to the right, next to your profile picture, is Otto, our little assistant right here. So within Otto, you can ask Otto questions about Dub, best practices, anything you want. Otto is on every Dub page, so you can use that. You also can click the intercom bubble down over here to the bottom left. You can ask a human being a question. You can ask the AI. You can do some keyword searches if you want to find an article and video related to the topic that you want to know more about. And we also have a really good training library over here to the right, which is right under here, second link. If you click this here, this is our Dub Academy, which has a number of videos in here that you can learn from. We also have our partner program, Be a Partner. So all you have to do is click apply now, creates this little referral link for you here, and we do a 30% recurring commission on anyone that subscribes to Dub. And we're very supportive of our partners. So if you ever wanted, you got a group of people together and you wanted us to pitch, just let us know. We can come in. Because at a 30% recurring com, you're on a plan, you get 4 or 5 people. Next thing you know, you get a free account. So we're paying you instead of you paying us, which is pretty great. So that's basically the platform. That's how you record different scenarios, but it's really more about individual use cases. Like if you're reaching out to a cold audience, the one I showed you with the phone with the name on it or the statement or question, that's a great way to do it. If you want to reach out on LinkedIn, that's the strategy that you want to do. So there are different pockets of technology for different things that you want to do. When you're recording these videos, especially when you're first starting, well, even if you're using it for a while, there's an email address we use called feedback@dub, and I'm putting it into the chat right now. So if you are trying it out and you want to get some feedback, we can give you feedback on that to improve the videos if you'd like. So that's a basic look. So Peter, I'm going to pop back over to you. Can you hear me okay, Peter?
Yes. Yeah.
Anything on your mind? Any questions? Any kind of things you're thinking about?
Yes, I do. This is great. I'm very impressed.
That's glad to hear it. What's for you, Peter, what would the outreach be like? What would the kind of the use case for yourself?
Well, the primary use case is I'm reaching out to people
Mm-hmm.
to tell them about a home-based travel business where they can create a second income from home.
Mm-hmm.
So I got a lot of people. And when I went to the demo
Mm-hmm.
with Eileen,
Yeah.
I realized that I can connect with people through Facebook, Alignable, my phone, anywhere. And the key for me is having a landing page that gives them the options. They can watch a second video, they
Yep.
can, but the option of the customized video for one person
Mm-hmm.
is the extraordinary part for me.
It's great.
And so I'm really excited about it because of that. And I'm currently using Cloze, Cloze, which I know you guys integrate with,
Yep.
in order to create a massive amount of people because I don't have time or interest in entering one-on-one. So my
Yeah.
plan was to keep Cloze so I can go into Cloze and it will suggest I talk to these 3 people because I haven't talked, so it just suggests stuff.
Yeah.
But it's it's massive. So I've got 8,500 contacts in there at the moment, and it just tells me who to contact. So my thought was
Mhm.
that I would use Close as kind of a big email on it. I mean, a big CRM. I don't actually use email well at all because it's not my thing. So I'm going to try to find a solution to that. But my thought with the CRM inside of Dub
Mhm.
would be to use that for the CRM for prospects,
Mhm.
partners, team members. So it's sort of a refined group.
Yeah, makes sense.
Close would be used for massive outreach. And although I don't reach people by groups.
Mhm.
One of the things I like about this is I'm assuming if I have my 12 team members, of which
Mhm.
Vanessa, I don't know if Vanessa is still here, but she's one of them.
Yeah, yeah.
But, so I can have a little group inside my CRM of like 12 of my team, and I can send a little update video
Mhm.
or a little how-to video to the team. So
Yeah, as long as you're connected where, if Vanessa invited you to dub on her team, or as long as there's team members that set up, team members can decide, like if you had a video in your video library that you wanted to share, there's just a button below the video that says share with team, and then it would be available. Even the presets, like the customized landing page like that you would set up, if you wanted to share that with a team member, you can click share with team. So you have the ability to share those assets.
so when you make a, like, let's say I talk to Bob
Mhm.
and meet Bob on Alignable, and Bob says that he does coaching, he's in California, he's interested in fishing.
Mhm.
So I take up my Dub and I go, hey, Bob, it's Peter.
Mhm.
Glad to meet you. We met on Dub. So cool. I mean, we met on Alignable. So great to meet you. How's the fishing going? Listen, I wanted to tell you A, B, and C. Watch the following video. It's going to be really exciting.
Mhm.
Boom. Now I get off. Is that information in the CRM anywhere?
That,
Or
yeah.
do I one-on-one enter people, put in their name, email, phone number, and now they're in my CRM?
So and we have a video and an article on this. Like if you click inside of Dub, like if you go here, like right, can you see my screen? If you
Yeah.
CRM, services context, right
Yeah.
there. This little video talks about how to do this right in here. But
Okay.
typically it's an upload of CSV file in the right format, and it has a format there.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't be where you'd want to add them in, as far as that. And once they're in the CRM, then you'd have the ability to leave notes and all that kind of stuff. So it's kind of the basic framework CRM. I know there are other ones like Go High Level and Follow Up Boss that do a little more kind of fancy stuff, but that would kind of be the
So,
basic setup.
so the way that I would enter them is with a CSV file as opposed to entering one person at a time, or could I do both?
Yeah, you can do both. Just but
Yeah.
typically people, yeah, you can do both. But typically people have the file already ready to go and they usually do it. But yeah, you can do one at a time too.
Cool, yeah, because that's the way I would do it. Like if I talk to Joe Blow
Yep.
and Joe says, I really like the idea of travel from home, then I put him into Dub, send him a little custom video, make some notes.
Yep.
I do a lot of one-on-one talking because that's how I operate. I
Sure.
don't do mass work.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That's why this is so appealing to me
Yep.
because before getting my demo with Eileen,
Mhm.
what I would do, I wouldn't make personalized videos because I don't have time. And
Sure.
if I did them just with my phone,
Hmm.
if I make a little video and send it to them, then they're lost. I don't have, because I've got too many texts to go find them again.
Sure. Sure. I
My
agree.
other way of doing team videos is to make a video because I'm a professional video producer.
Yep.
To make a video, put it in on my computer, upload it to YouTube, and then send the link from YouTube to everybody. And again,
Hmm.
that's way too much time.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yep.
that's why I really like Dub because I see it as doing several things.
Yeah. You
And
can
now
also import the YouTube videos into Dub as well and have it in the
I
playlist.
saw that. Yes, I saw that because I use WeVideo to edit because
Mhm.
it's just a nice
Yeah.
editor. So I use WeVideo. I can make little like, yeah. So I think this will be perfect for me. I'm really excited. I'm in my 1 week free trial, but I'm want to get my onboarding done because I want to set up a preset
Yeah.
because I have several. I'm kind of a polymath
Mhm.
person.
Yeah.
So I have my primary business is travel, but also I've got film and movies I want to produce. I got a kid sort of gaming thing I want to do.
Great.
got a music website where I do original music, and they're all little projects.
Yeah.
The primary funding source will hopefully be the travel, because
Mhm.
it's a very, very big company with, huge income potential.
Yeah.
So my thought would be with Dub, what I'm excited about is those landing pages, because I can have five or six different landing pages. Someone's interested in my kids' STEM program.
Mhm.
It's freaking me out actually how this looks like the perfect thing showing up at the perfect moment. So
That's great. I'm glad to hear it. And that's good. You've
yeah,
got a video, producing background, and I'm sure your brain creatively is going to be able to do a lot of cool stuff. So that's pretty awesome. So
yeah, I'm very interested in the affiliate program because when I love something, I just recommend it to everyone, and then
yeah.
we could turn it into an income stream. But mostly, and I also must say, this was the best demo that I've ever seen. I mean, your teaching ability is quite extraordinary. I know
Thanks.
you've done that. I know that you've done that a lot, but still,
Yeah.
it was clear. I have
No,
another.
thanks. I really appreciate that. That's really nice of you, Peter. Appreciate it. Yeah, we all like the whole team is, it's kind of like when you for us, it's really just important to really say, okay, here's the technology, here's a good overview, but what's the specifics of what you want to use? And we find that once people find that, then they're able to do that because sometimes, technology is changing so quickly. A lot of the stuff that we're doing, I mean, we're doing updates on and like, oh my God, was it yesterday that was the case? Okay, today's something a little different. So we're all trying to pivot all the time. So.
Yeah. Anyway, it's quite an astounding piece of software you made here.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you, Ruben and Darius, they're the architects. They lived it, they breathed it, they built it. And the team that we have with Eileen and Rena and everybody, they're so good at what they do in terms of locating use cases, explaining it. And, everybody loves what they do. So we hope it shows. So,
Yeah. Well, it's great. I appreciate your help.
yeah, of course. Well, it's nice meeting you, Peter. Hopefully, I'll see you in
Great to
another
meet
training. And then
you.
also, when you subscribe, you'll get that optimization set up and the team will help you get moving. So,
Yeah, when I subscribe, then they'll be able to help me set up my first
yep.
preset.
Yep. Yeah, it'll help you set up a bunch of stuff, all kinds of stuff. It's what the optimization setup's a big thing. When someone subscribes, they get a message, they reach out, and then it's set up. We meet you and set it up.
Yeah, yeah, I think I have to do that right away because I'm so excited about this.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, that's cool. Well, it was wonderful meeting you, Peter.
Yeah, good to meet you. Thanks for your help there.
Yeah, of course. And
Good
let's
seeing you,
see.
Peter.
Hey, Vanessa.
Hi, Vanessa.
Hey, it's good seeing you. Yep, you are going to love Dub. It's so amazing. But you know what is more amazing is the customer service. They are here every day, Monday through Friday, to give you support, for you to just to pop on and ask questions.
I know, I'm amazed
You
by that.
cannot beat that anywhere.
And this is gonna solve a huge problem with me because I have, you know, one major project, one secondary project, and four other projects. And I don't know how to communicate with these various people with one-on-one because I don't have time to speak with people by the phone unless they're moving forward with something, or I'll just be on the phone 24/7.
Yep.
Mhm.
That's why this gives me this personalized outreach by video, which I find astounding.
Yeah, people like to get those things and be like, oh, okay, I'm not on the spot. I can kind of respond when I want to. It's right here. It's pretty neat. So it's like volleying a conversation without being in a conversation. So it's neat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
one of the
Remember,
engines.
Peter, real quick, remember when I was doing the summit? That's how you guys got all those video emails from me all the time.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
okay.
by through Dub. It's like I can't do all this but that's how I was able to pull it all off was with Dub.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, very good.
So, okay.
Well, that's awesome. Well, Vanessa and Peter, thanks for being in. Vanessa, as always, it's always wonderful to hear your voice. And Peter, it's really nice meeting you. Thanks for coming
Yeah,
in.
good to meet you. I can't wait to come to my next little training. I'm very excited.
Hey, listen, if you ever want more of this stuff, all you have to do is go on YouTube, Dub Support, and we have all kinds of videos in there. All the past
Oh,
trainings
okay.
are on
You
there.
just watch them. All right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So you can be able to jump in, and we even broke out part of those different trainings where they have little, like our editor will grab the live training and pull out different snippets and kind of give it a title. Like, here's how you reach out on LinkedIn, and it's pretty cool. So
Oh, cool. Very good.
yeah,
Well, good.
awesome. Let me pop over to Rich. Hey, Rich, how are you? Good to see you back, my friend. How are you? If you can hear me, okay.
I'm doing okay. How about you?
Doing good. What's happening, Rich?
Well, we talked yesterday about adding fields into the CRM, and I know you can't do that. My question is that you can add fields into the the forms.
Hmm.
Okay, what does the form do with that when it puts it into the CRM? Does it create a field?
Yeah, like you create a form, you have it as a CTA, someone fills it out, and where does it go after that?
Yeah, I mean, if they fill out the information so it enters them into the Dub CRM,
Yep, yep.
okay, does it if you've added a custom field in that form, does it create a field within the CRM then?
I believe with the custom forms, because usually the forms have a purpose, obviously, like, hey, I want this information, or hey, I want this info because of this thing. Typically, the forms, I believe, regardless of the form setup, it's going to put the info into the CRM. You can have, I believe, the tag in the form, like if it's for some reason, and then you have that split into the CRM. I think it could fall into that tag. But I could shoot a message to the team and find out for you. But I
Well,
believe it goes in. Yeah.
the reason I'm asking is,
Yeah.
like for expired listings, like if they're residential, owner occupied, some things like that, plus the address like goes into the thanks.io. That's, if I was, the form, if I use that as an input form,
Yep.
so when I get the expireds, I'm gonna have to hand enter the information into Dub anyway. I could enter it into a form. My son brought this up last night.
Oh, nice.
And he said, see if the form will add that field because he can trade an AI bot
Hmm.
to fill out the form from the MLS information.
Hmm.
So it, is done almost instantly.
Okay. All right. I just messaged them right now, Rich. So let me see if they can get with you and then kind of get some clarity on that for you.
And then also I know there's the Chrome extension.
Mhm.
Does it also work with Edge? Or
Yes.
are there limitations to the Edge?
No, I don't think there's limitations to it, but I know it does work with Edge.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it seems like Google, though, between Google and Outlook, Google might be the better fit for the Dub. I know it's definitely a better fit for follow-up bots.
Oh, yeah, because of the integration and stuff. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I'm just trying to set my stack up so I don't have to sit there and, oh, we got to change all this around.
Right. No, I get it. I get it. Yeah. Well, I'll have the team reach out and meet with you, Rich, so that we can kind of get some clarity on these things.
Okay. Hey, thank you, Rob. You have a great
Yeah.
weekend.
You
Okay.
too, of course. Yeah. Great talking to you, Rich.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye. Hey, Vanessa, I saw you had your hand up. What's going on? Let's see.
I just have one more question. My last question I didn't get to get answered. So
Yeah.
with Sia, once they put the lead in, once they put their send them the video, they interact with Sia, they put their email address and everything in. Where does that lead go to? Where does their email and stuff go to? Do I need to create a form? Do I need to create something else, or where does it go?
Typically, when they put their email in, I believe it goes over to the CRM. I believe, or you get a, or actually, you know what? I think you get a notification. Let me get some clarity from Darius on that. I think
Okay.
it's a notification because the whole idea with the email is, if they leave the convo, then you're able to reach back out to them and you have their information. I
Mhm.
think it's a notification within Dub because you can technically intercept conversations. Like if something was happening with Sia and you just happen to be in your Dub account, you could see you get a notification that they're interacting with Sia, and then you could jump in. So I believe it's in the notification center where that email would be, but I'll double check for you.
Okay. And okay. Okay, cool. Okay, I'm gonna go so you can go too, because I'll ask you more questions, but I'll see you later on.
Okay, cool. Great to see you,
Thank you.
Vanessa.
All right, thanks.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.